But whatever you feel, the only true way you will feel like you have boundaries is nothing external. It's within you. Hi, my name is Candice Gladwell, and I help people step into themselves and claim their power. And today I will share with you a 3-step process that I found that helped me come into myself and have boundaries the way I never thought I could, right? So first of all, what is a boundary? When you think of boundary, what is it? So I found that boundary it's quite simple. It's your sense of self. Your boundary is who you are in your feelings, in your desires. So what do you want? What do you feel? And what drives you, right? So it could be as simple as maybe you have preferences that other people don't. Well, that's just your boundary. Your boundary is essentially who you are. So you develop that internally first. And the way you do that is step one is identifying your boundaries. Before you develop anything, you have to know what it is that you stand for. What do you really value? Because what I found is that sometimes we value things that we don't actually value for ourselves. We value things for other people because this is what we think society expects from us, right? There's things that we think make us happy that don't actually make us happy. We just think they do because this is just what we're supposed to feel because of what society puts on us. But the key is to first know what is your individual boundary. What do you want? What do you like? What drives you, right? And the way to do this is there's 2 ways to do it that I found. First way is find what triggers you. So really look into your life and look what makes you angry or annoyed or irritated. And that feeling is like a signal that someone is trying to cross your boundary, right? That's one way to identify what is it that they're trying to cross. What is it within you that you value about yourself? Or what is it that you prefer, would like to have done because this is just what you stand for, right? The second way to do that which will allow you to find your boundaries is internal work like meditation or just some people like to journal, so this is really individual to you, but it's just doing the internal work to know to focus on how you feel. Just kind of browse your subconsciousness. I like that term. Just kind of browse your subconsciousness, right? Just kind of see what you stand for. And if you meditate or you don't meditate, you don't need to do it a lot. If you have a busy schedule, just set a time every day, morning or night, or maybe on your lunch break, and just 5 minutes, just observe your thoughts, right? Observing your thoughts, observing your own behaviors is what I found actually allows you to identify your true self. Oftentimes we resist who we really are. We resist our true selves because we're so conditioned from society that this is the way you should be and this is the only way you need to be. No, okay, you are how you are. It doesn't matter what society expects from you. It doesn't matter what they want to do. You are your own unique person and you need to find what it is that you stand for, right? That's step one. After you've identified what it is that your actual boundaries are, it's knowing that you deserve to have them met. Knowing that any need you have, any boundary that you have found, you deserve to have it respected. You deserve for others and yourself included to respect that which you want and feel. So if someone's taking something and you don't like it, first you identify that you don't like it, but second, you know you deserve to have yourself respected. You deserve that, okay? It's something you really have to feel. Because for the longest time in my life, I didn't have strong boundaries, and I always thought, well, what is wrong with me? Like, I think I respect myself. I think I'm communicating what I want. Like, if someone's touching my stuff and I don't want them to touch my stuff, then I'll tell them, well, but don't do that. I don't, it's like I'm seeing and I'm recognizing my boundaries, but I never felt like I deserved to have them met, right? When you feel that you deserve to have your needs met, it's like this kind of inner strength. Like you don't have to necessarily project it externally. So instead of yelling at that person that they're touching my stuff, what I would do is internalize it that I don't like that and I deserve to be respected, right? That's step 2. You deserve to be respected. And step 3, no, we're not going to yell at them yet, okay? Step 3 is actually decide that you will stand by your own side and you will respect your feelings no matter what anyone else says, no matter what anyone else tries to do, tries to tell you. You decide that you will stand by your own side and you will respect what you feel. You'll respect the first thing that you did, which is found your boundaries. You will respect whatever you found, whatever they are. It doesn't matter how silly it is, how little, how does not matter. The only thing that does matter is how you feel, what that is, and that you decide you will respect it. You decide that you will not judge no matter what you found, okay? It could be the simplest thing ever. Maybe I don't like people using my pens, okay? I used to actually always carry extra pens because I could just give it to people that need it, but I had my own. It's a stupid thing, okay? But that was my boundary when I was in school. I didn't like people touching my pens, okay? That was weird, but it doesn't matter what it is. You found what it is for you. You establish that. And what I found is when you do this with little things like pen, okay, it's a stupid little thing, but it allows you to get into that habit of actually knowing that you'll be there for yourself. The smallest thing, it allows you to trust yourself more because you feel that if there's something that you want or need, you will actually be there for yourself. And this allows you to feel even more kind of like you become like a container of just you, and that allows you to then better go about life with anything that happens. It's the little things, it's the little feelings. If anyone knows Napoleon Hill, he said that most relationships, long-term relationships, they end because of the little things. Okay, people get married, they get annoyed at this and that little stuff builds up. Every little thing builds up, and before you know it, there's just this huge forest fire, and you don't know where it started. It starts with small things. So any small thing you feel, any annoyance, like if I'm feeling annoyed that people keep taking my pens, okay, I'll just bring extra pens because this is just how I feel. So anything that you feel annoyed or irritated with, it's a signal that maybe someone is trying to overstep your boundary, or sometimes you don't need to question it, okay? Sometimes just accept that how you feel is just how you feel, and that is okay. And give yourself permission to know that you deserve to feel and want whatever it is that you want, and decide that you'll be there for yourself. Just decide, okay? It has to be like you don't question what it is. You don't worry what someone else will think. You just decide that, yes, this is what I feel. I respect that. I understand what I want and need in this moment. And I decide that I will be there for myself, which means you will allow yourself to have that if the situation came up. So in the example where maybe someone's taking your stuff, after you've identified, felt like you deserve it, and decided you'll be there for yourself, there is no need to yell at anyone, okay? You can calmly go up to that person, be like, hey, I really don't like when you do that. Why are you doing this? Stop. You don't have to be aggressive about it. I would just normally say, like, talk to the person, express that this is how I feel. I don't necessarily like that. I want to understand how you feel, because they have their own boundaries too. And when you have your own and you respect your own, you respect the other person's, right? Maybe they're going through something that this is just what they have to do, okay? Maybe they just need all the pens in the world because they forgot theirs and we were taking a test, So it's like, you have to find what the other person is feeling too, because we cannot control the other person, okay? My yelling at someone else will not establish a boundary. It's just gonna aggravate the relationship. The only way I can have my boundaries is within me, is to know that I am there for myself with whatever I feel. So with whatever you feel, the only true way you will feel like you have boundaries is nothing external. It's within you. To know how you feel, that's just how you feel. You deserve to feel that way. You deserve to have your needs met. By deserve to feel that way, I mean, if you deserve, like you want something, you feel like you want something, you feel like this is just what you wish would happen, you deserve for that to happen. You deserve to have anything that you want, right? And then you decide that you will be there for yourself. You will respect that, and you will expect from life to give it to you, and you will expect yourself to work for it and be there for yourself. And then the external kind of follows naturally, right? So if someone's trying to cross my boundary and I identify it, it's easier for me to communicate to the person to say, hey, sometimes you don't need to. It depends on the situation, but sometimes you do. But communicating it directly, not in the angry state, okay? I learned that the anger is something you have to learn to control and direct it properly. So the anger is something that you can direct to establish a boundary within yourself, to really feel that fire of, I deserve better. And that kind of firms you up internally, and then externally, you're a lot more clear-headed. You don't get carried away by that anger because you already tamed the anger, right? So I'd say that's just what I found works for me, and I think it's not always easy to communicate it to other people. Sometimes it can be difficult, but we don't always need to. The key about having boundaries, the whole reason you probably clicked on this video is because you want to know how to have boundaries, means how to feel stronger within yourself, how to step into your own frame and develop more of who you are and stick by it. So that's just what you do. You develop what it is. You know that you're worthy because we're all equal. All humans are the same, okay? You don't discriminate cats for having different fur color. They're cats. It's the same with humans. We're all human. We're all equal. You and I are equal. You and that other person are equal. We all have the same values. We all have the same value, excuse me. That means if I want something and you want something, you equally deserve to have it, just as I, regardless of who I am to you. It's like we're the same. We all deserve the same things, and that, I believe, is the key that will really allow you to communicate it in calm and respect, because the other person too, they're the same. They have their own boundaries, their own needs, and sometimes it's good to know our own and stand by it and know that the other person is probably doing the same. Okay, that's why they're trying to cross yours, because they're standing by their own side, but they're kind of ignorant of your side. So your job is to find what your side is and stand by it, and then it's like it helps for you and it helps for the relationship too. So I hope that was helpful, and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.